Hi, this is Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking. So nice to be back with you. Thanks for letting me come back in today. I'm going to bring you a bread pudding today. I brought you other bread puddings, but this is sort of a special one. This is sort of in honor of my daughter in Virginia, Jenny. And the reason why I say that is that this is going to be a Bailey's bread pudding. Now, my daughter does not drink. The only time I can get her to have a drink with me, Christmas time, I go home and I buy a bottle of Bailey's, and her and I will sit down and have a glass of Bailey's together. So she loves Bailey's. I don't know whether she'll even fix this or not, but I'm doing this in honor of her. So what I need to do first is I'm going to prepare my pan. I've got a pan here, and I'm going to take it and we'll spray it very liberally. We'll spray. And I got that out of the way. That's done. Next, I'm going to take, I've got 5 eggs here. And as you can see today, I'm using my blue eggs. So I'm going to use 5 eggs. Start with 5 eggs. There's 1. 2. 3. I told you before, I have chickens, and if you're not used to having fresh eggs, it's a real shame, because it's something about fresh eggs that are really good. And I have, like I told you, I have a Easter basket colored full of eggs. So, all right, I'm gonna take and mix these eggs up just a little bit. I'm gonna get them broke up. Let me get this detail out of the way. Okay, now to that, I have got 1/4 a cup. I'm going to put 1/4 cup of sugar in here. 1/4 cup of sugar. And then I can set my sugar out of the way. To that, here comes the main ingredients. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of Bailey's. Now, if you like it a little bit stronger, you can add a little bit more, which I do. So, but the recipe, I'm going to put 1/4 cup, but I'm going to add a little bit more. Then I can set the Bailey's aside. And I'm going to mix the Bailey's, the eggs, and the sugar all together. Oh, now if you can smell this. Now, I've got a cup and 1/4 of regular milk. I'm going to pour the cup and 1/4 of regular milk in there. To that cup and 1/4 of regular milk, I got a cup and 1/4 of heavy whipping cream, okay? So I'm going to pour that in there also. Then we'll stir this all up. All right, let me stir this up just for a second. I'll be right back to you. Okay, the next thing I'll do is I've got a loaf of bread. And as I told you all here, I can get bread without crust on it. But if you can't find that, just get your loaf of bread and cut the crust off, is all you have to do. And then after you cut the crust off, I'm cutting these into triangles. Okay. I'm going to set those aside for a second and bring my pan back over here. Now, I've got some melted butter here, just plain melted butter. And I'm going to take each little piece of bread and put a little bit of butter on it. And we'll start at the top up here. Just add a little bit of butter to each slice of bread. And I'm going to overlap it here. All right, I'll put this piece here. Let me tell you, this is a real treat. You bake it at 350 for about 40 minutes. You can do this the night ahead of time, and you can have it for tomorrow morning for breakfast, or it makes a wonderful dessert at nighttime. I have put pecans with it. I have added raisins to it. But this is simply today just the Braieys bread pudding. And I'm going to line that one there. But you can imagine the richness with just this bread, the butter, the heavy whipping cream, the sugar, and of course the Braieys is going to make it outstanding. And these are also wonderful things. It's still summertime and it's hot, but before we blink our eyes, it's going to be fall of the year, and fall of the year we start thinking about holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. So this is a wonderful recipe to add to your recipe collection, especially for Christmas time or the holidays if you have family or friends coming. Okay. Let's put this one right here. Let's get one more. Let's put this one right there. Move this up a little bit. Move these back a little bit. Okay. Now that I've got that all done, I'm simply going to take my custard and I'll pour it over top of this. And what I might want to do is I might want to take a fork and press down my corners a little bit, because the bread will soak all of this up. I'm going to let this soak in the refrigerator for about an hour, and then we'll come back and we're going to bake it, like I said, at 350 for about 40 minutes, and we'll give it a try. Welcome back. Our Braieys butter bread pudding is ready to go in the oven. So what I have done is I have put it in another pan with water up about halfway the side. It's known as a BAIN Merida wash. I'm going to put this in the oven. My oven's been preheated at 350 for 40 minutes. What this does, it keeps this really soft and moist on the bottom without getting real tough. So I'm going to put this in the oven, then I'll come back to you. Braieys butter bread pudding is out of the oven and it's cooled down some, and you can see it looks absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a tiny piece of it and put it on my plate, and this will be my little snack before I go to bed. Look at that, how beautiful. It's almost like a custard. But I'm not going to settle there. If I'm going to pig out, I'm going to put a little dollop of whipped cream on there. The true test. Jennifer, get your Braieys out. Oh my goodness. This is so soft to the taste and so smooth. It just melts in your mouth. It's a combination of a pudding, a flan. The flavor is just unbelievable. You will not believe. And it's really light. I mean, it's really, really, I can't describe it. It's in between a pudding and a flan. Give this one a try. Simple recipe, great one for the holidays coming up. Take the time this week to smile at someone and tell somebody hello that looks like they're down. We can't change the whole world, but if we bloom where we're standing just one time and make someone smile, then we've done our day's work. Until next time, this is Jim saying thank you for having me back in your house, and take care of yourself. God bless.